Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Jaime Munguia is ready for Triple G Gennady Golovkin. Jaime Munguia was quoted as these things, and this is according to BoxingScene.com. He states that a year ago, if I felt ready, now I feel even more ready, and that's in regards to fighting Triple G. He also states, with pleasure, we would accept a fight with Triple G, but right now I'm focused on the fight that I have on April 13th. But after that, with pleasure, we would take that fight. You know, Jaime Munguia plans up to move to 160 pounds next year, and he's really interested in a Gennady Golovkin fight. And since both guys are with the zone, that fight would be an easier fight to be made between Triple G and Jaime Munguia. And I can understand the dynamics of why Munguia would want the fight at this point. Munguia sees Triple G getting a little bit older, and he thinks that this would be a great fight to build his name, his brand off of. And, you know, Jaime Munguia is no small fighter. He's really, really big for 154 pounds, so I could see him being very big and strong and fully hydrated at 160 pounds. Jaime Munguia has improved fight by fight, and Jaime Munguia is just getting better. He's very young. I believe he's about 22 years old. So Jaime Munguia is taking the steps to get better. He's getting bigger. So I give Jaime Munguia his credit in that regards. But as of a Triple G fight this year, I just don't see that making sense for a few reasons. For one, I think Triple G is looking for a Canelo fight later in the year. I think Triple G is looking for other big fights, such as Demetrius Andre or even a Danny Jacobs, depending who win their next fights. So I can understand why Triple G would look for bigger, more established names to fight after a tune-up this summer. And then from Jaime Munguia's perspective, yeah, he has basically a mandatory title defense, but fighting Triple G later in the year would make no sense. Jaime Munguia is still a little bit green. He's still getting to the point, yes, he is a world champion, but he's still getting to the point where he's still developing a lot of his attributes. And Triple G is still a top-level, elite-level fighter, regardless of what people think about Triple G's age. Triple G is the type of fighter that could hurt, stop, or drop anyone at 160 pounds, period. So that would be a daunting task for a young Jaime Munguia at this point in his career. I think Munguia needs the rest of this year and even partial of next year. So I think by the end of next year, Jaime Munguia would be ready for a Triple G fight. That's just my opinion. I think that he needs the rest of this year of development and the majority of next year. And towards the end of next year, and the end of 2020, I think Jaime Munguia would be looking for a better type of step-up fight against a fighter the level of a Gennady Golovkin, Triple G. And, because I believe when that time with multiple matches, fighting multiple times a year, Jaime Munguia can keep crafting his skills. He has the potential to be one of the greats. He has the potential to be one of the best at 160 pounds. He's just young and inexperienced. And fight by fight, he's growing that experience. Fight by fight, he's getting that, the time he needs in the ring to develop as a fighter. He already has the power, so that's one thing that I think Munguia has. I think he has the power to compete with anybody at 160. At 154, I think Jaime Munguia is struggling to make weight a little bit, and so I think that since he's very young, that's helping him make weight. But he's such a big guy naturally, so I think it would be fantastic if Munguia fought one of the champions at 154, like Jarrett Hurd, before moving up. I think that'll be fantastic. But I also hear that Jarrett Hurd is interested in moving up after his next fight, potentially if he doesn't get the Charlo fight. Let's say Charlo loses to Tony Harrison. The winner of that fight, Jarrett Swift Hurd, if he, after he gets the winner of that fight, tries to unify, he may look to move up. So by next year, Hurd could be moving up, and Jaime Munguia could be moving up to 160. So that would be very interesting to see how both of those guys would fare at 160 pounds. But once again, unbiased as always, it's IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.